Hi, I'm John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy, with another Global Real Estate School podcast. Welcome to the podcast. My name is John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy, and I think this is episode 188. I always do that. I get in the sound booth and I'm all ready to do the podcast. And then I'm like, oh gosh, what number are we on? And I'm almost certain it's 188, but I can tell you this. I've done a lot more podcasts than 188. We have all of the podcasts from the book that I have for my real estate course are here at Global Real Estate Schools podcast, as well as a lot of other great information. And you can check us out on YouTube. I have lots of audio and video there to help you pass the real estate exam. Just search for Help Me Pass the Real Estate Exam on YouTube or Global Real Estate School, John Mayfield Real Estate School. You should be able to find us over there. And be sure and subscribe while you are over there. And be sure and subscribe to this podcast as well. Hey, I want to help you pass the real estate exam on the very first attempt. So what is a biweekly mortgage? A biweekly mortgage. You know, those were quite popular a number of years ago. I haven't heard a lot of people taking those out in the last few years, but it's still a type of mortgage that could come up on the real estate exam. And a biweekly mortgage is basically a mortgage that calls for 26 half-month payments. 52 weeks in a year, right? A conventional mortgage, you would make 12 mortgage payments. But with a biweekly mortgage, a biweekly payment loan, it's actually 26 different payments. It's kind of cool because it makes your mortgage payment basically in half, so it may be easier to manage for some people. But here's the great thing. You pay your loan off a lot quicker with a biweekly mortgage. So 2 possible exam questions they could have or test you over. What is unique about a biweekly mortgage? Well, it saves you interest, cuts your number of years down. You don't have to pay as long. And of course, you pay 26 payments over 52 weeks. Biweekly mortgage. You might check it out and you might think about doing that if you want to save interest and also pay your home off quicker. It's a cool mortgage to consider. Well, as always, I want to tell you thanks for listening to the podcast. I'm telling you what, here at Global Real Estate School, I am very, very excited. December, we have heard from a lot of students who've passed the real estate exam on their first attempt, and that's so exciting. And I've had a few folks who didn't pass their first time, but they went back in and passed again. So congratulations to everyone. And it's coming up on the end of December 2020 as I record this podcast, and I'm sure many people are saying, I'm going to start real estate school right after the first of the year, John, but I want to wait till after January 1. I got to tell you something. My wife and I wanted to start a new Eating Right program, and there was a program. I was at a conference or kind of a leadership retreat recently, and one of the folks there who's on the leadership team had lost a significant amount of weight. And she told me what she was doing, and my wife and I said, okay, we're going to try that too. We watched a bunch of videos on YouTube. And so I told my wife, I said, let's just go ahead and start. This is the week before Christmas. And my wife said, oh, really? Do you want to start now? And I said, yes, I do. Well, we did. Started a week before Christmas, approximately. And I have to tell you, this is my 8th day today, and I've had considerable weight loss which has been great. My clothes actually are feeling a little looser. I feel better, and I was able to make it through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day without stuffing myself with chocolate Buckeyes, those peanut butter balls that I love. But I'm telling you this story for one thing. You know, if you want to get your real estate license, do it. Do it today. Don't put it off. Now, I know sometimes financially you have to wait until you get paid. I have to do that for many things in my life as well. But I'm just telling you this. If you've got the money and you can do it today, you ought to just get started. There's never going to be a great or perfect time to start a diet, to start eating right, to exercise, or to start real estate school. So financially, if you can start it, I would encourage you to start it. But if you need to wait for some finances to come in, I totally get it. But I am so happy that I started my new journey for eating better before Christmas than waiting until after Christmas. Well, hey, that was just hopefully a little side note of motivation, but remember what a biweekly mortgage is. And you know what? I could bridge those two together. If you want to start a biweekly mortgage and pay your home off sooner, start it today. Why? Because it's going to save you interest, save you money and interest, and it's going to allow your home to be free and clear sooner. Well, as always, thanks for listening to the podcast. I hope you have an amazing day, and check us out at globalrealestateschool.com. We would love to have you as a new student. Thank you for listening to the podcast for Global Real Estate School. I'm John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy. Go out and make it a great day.